from the borough of Queens. Into the box now, Nick Senzel. And we are ready for
Leading
some
off the
daytime
afternoon
baseball.
for Cincinnati, the second baseman.
Underway
number
now
15,
in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. But this will land untouched. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Thoughts, Stan? Who stands out?
Well, guys, I'm really hoping to see a turnaround from that number 3 hitter. He's hit under 200 versus left-handed pitching all season long, and the way people are platooning these days, he may be a candidate for that. He's got to make some adjustments against the southpaws because it's killing him and it's killing the team right now.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Phillip Ervin goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Third, the right fielder, number 33.
A swing and a ground ball to third.
Winker.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So striding forward now, number 35. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And I'm locking in on Ahmed Rosario today, fielding the shortstop position for his team. This is a guy that's still a work in progress, a young ball player on both the offensive and defensive side, but he can wow you. This guy can go in the hole, and he's got a plus arm from shortstop.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
Hey, eat it, got it right there.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Here's Jake Marisnik.
Batting fifth.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right.
2-2-2.
Luplow is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Set to get his day started, Blake Trahan. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. No balls and 1 strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. For Cincinnati. So coming to the plate, Adam Miller, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Miller.
Line drive to left. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher spot from leading off the next inning.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Now
you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. Striding in, Austin Romine comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good.
Austin Romine.
Here comes the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Got him reaching there, strike 2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's off to a flying start. The NL's leader in that department here in the month of May. Cody Reed comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. One out, nobody on. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got 15. Too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Nick Senzel is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. Count remains at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Brito. And that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Mets lead this one 2-0.
Welcome back as the Mets prepare for their 3rd turn batting in this one. And fans of the Metropolitans have been...
That'll bring in Phillip Ervin. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Number 9, Phillip.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they start him out away with a called strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Count 0-2.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, Jesse Winker, and it's fouled away. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
1-1-1.
Down the third baseline. And that's the 2nd out. Digging in, number 35. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 35.
Davis might try to make a play on it.
Straight up, straight
Fouled
up, straight
away.
up.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off.
He threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail in this one. Ready now, Adam Miller. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Ervin will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He reached on a single in his first try.
Number 7.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, 0-1.
Too high.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. At the plate, Jake Marisnick. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Marisnick.
Ball 1. sent on the ground out to second. Velasquez is there, and very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Fouled off. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 5 innings have been no problem as he's got the shutout working. Home half of the 5th. At the plate, Austin Romine. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2 is taken high above the zone. Fouled away. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Velasquez is right there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Tyler Naquin will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Number 30, Tyler.
And that's in there for strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 5 homers, 13 RBIs. Fastball called for strike 2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Tyler Naquin is sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th.
Now batting.
Standing
number
in now,
15.
Nick Senzel, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. So far this year against Southpaws, Senzel is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He beat it first at...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Reds are down in order. Now to the plate, the pitcher.
The pitcher, number 44.
1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Miller.
From the stretch. Ground ball.
All right, hang on, right there.
Cleanly to second for 1. To first, and he really paid the price. Digging in now, Phillip Ervin. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one. And this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
In now, Jesse Winker.
The right fielder. Jesse.
And he fouls this one off.
Winker.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
So we got him looking there. Jesse Winker is the 2nd out in the 7th inning.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on
now
6
batting.
pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball, and he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side on 9 pitches. Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Gone to lead off the inning. So the bases are clear now following the home run. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Jake Marisnick. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
0-1.
Hey, I love stubborn pitchers. I love the fact that this guy keeps going to the well, but that's a dangerous location to keep missing it.
Behind 0-2 now. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Popped him up. Velasquez is calling for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready now for Cincinnati. Blake Trehan. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
A ball and a strike.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
The 1-2. Misses off the plate. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
The catcher, number
Stepping
28.
in now, Austin Romine. Fouled off.
Romine.
0 for 2 for him to this point. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
The 0-2 once more. Gets him looking up around the letters. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Mets are out on top, 4-1. Robert Gesellman comes on from the pen, hoping to.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory and look on to the next one.
For this afternoon.
5-1. The final total. MLB The Show has baseball on. And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields.
Leading off tonight
He'll get
for
us started
Washington.
in this one under the
center
lights.
fielder.
Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. One strike. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
And here's how the Nats line up in this one. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Yeah, Matty, what I want you to focus on is the fact that this team does not like to run. Very station to station. It's going to take a couple of hits to score runs with this offense. They swing the bats well, but they don't put any pressure on the defense as far as base running.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Panic behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And this is foul tipped as he stays alive here. But meanwhile, that ball came right back at our home plate umpire, and he may need some attention at this moment. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Nationals. In now is Anthony Rendon, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
Number 6, Anthony.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Quo moving to his left. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate, 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Now the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is foul right side. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a foul tip held on to behind the plate. Nice work there to get the punch out, and the inning is over. The pitcher, Adam Miller, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so
13.
you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Hit high and deep is straight away right field. Brown ranging back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy a third chance.
Strasburg with a check at first. And a dive, but he's back in. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pitch inside, the throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Miller stands at second with 2 gone. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
All right, stand up.
Short. Rogers picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as striding in now for the Nats, number 65. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder has a beat on it. 1 out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's off to a flying start. The NL's leader in that department here in the month of May. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Fouled off. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Into the box, Steven Strasburg. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Strasburg.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. This is on the ground over to first. Alonso scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nationals gone. Was once a member of the club he matches up against in this one. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
Yeah, Matty, you mentioned he's playing his former club, and that can get tricky sometimes. I don't know if he's going to dinner with these guys after the game, or he showed up here with an axe to grind.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. Here's Joe Panic. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Here it comes on 0-2. And it's fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Brito. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Juan Soto to the plate now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. In there, no balls and a strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Ready with another 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're on the short end of a. So here now's the pitcher,
number 44.
Miller, and he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 5-0 lead. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jorge Brito. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Jorge Brito.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Striding in once again, number 21. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Settling in now, Anthony Rendon. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. No balls and a strike to count. On the year, Rendon has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Balls up! Balls up!
Quo has a play. He's got it 1 away. Into the box, Brendan Rodgers comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th.
Now batting.
Here comes the first pitch.
Caleb.
And he fouls this one off. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. This one's down to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Next. Digging in, number 65. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Another 1-2 delivery. Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Brian Torres will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Torres, a native of Puerto Rico. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings. So here's the Mets pitcher,
now
Adam Miller.
pitcher,
2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Miller.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soto is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out. Time now for the Nationals' Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys make. So the batting order turns over now. Set to go Delino DeShields. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A 1-1 count to the Nationals' leadoff batter. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
The batter, number 2.
First pitch on its way. This is skied out toward right. Giving chase is Nimmo. He gets there, and that's the second out. Now at the plate, Juan Soto.
Now
he's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Davis is there for it, and that retires the side. So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Anthony Rendon. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Grounded weakly to the left. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Pretty simple way to start the 8th inning out. A ground ball, and he's 5 outs away from a no-no.
Number 7.
Inner third let go. It's a called strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
At the plate, Caleb Dorward. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
The count now at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Softly hit to short. Velasquez charging this one. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down. Now in the box, Adam Miller. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when it got.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is digging in. Number 65, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Behind 0-2 now. Line to the right side. And he will reach down to get it, as a stumbling play that time is nevertheless good for the first out. Digging in, the switch hitter, Justin Brown. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
For the
Ray Langford will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Strike taken up in the zone. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for the Nats. Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rare.
A manager checks in with his ball club. A check-in call from an agent to a pitcher who's been on fire in the spring.
MLB The Show.
Let's play ball. Keep safe.
At the plate, Brian Herman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
first.
first.
The Marlins, the center fielder.
Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. And there's one down now. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, you know, the man hitting cleanup has had a rough go of it lately. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2 and 4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A one-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
Striding into the box, number 23. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Miami down in. The pitcher, Adam Miller, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. He's set, and the pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, yesterday's affair was a one-run game. Quick turnaround, back on the field for a day game today, trying to get out of here with a 2-game sweep.
You know, it's always difficult to try to sweep a team, even though it's a 2-game set. When you have a quick turnaround like this one, D-Row, you're really depending on your starting pitcher to get onto the gate and pitch well and throw up some scoreless innings.
The center fielder, number 13.
Now at the plate, Jorge Brito. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Santana, and that's the second out of the inning. So stepping in, Stephen Burton. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of the second. And stepping in, Santana. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
Santana.
Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And I'm locking in on Ahmed Rosario today, fielding the shortstop position for his team. This is a guy that's still a work in progress. A young ball player on both the offensive and defensive side, but he can wow you. This guy can go in the hole, and he's got a plus arm from shortstop.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Standing in now, Todd Deardorff. And it's fouled away. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. On, he pops it up. Rosario shading to his right, and that retires the side. 2-3. Stepping in, Adam Miller. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Grounded down the third baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So striding in, Jorge Brito. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Welcome back as the Marlins look to get the offense going in the third, and this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Entering the day's action, they ranked dead last in perhaps the most important offensive category, runs scored. One hitter told me, flat out, we're just not getting it done. It's frustrating. It's the kind of stuff you lose sleep over. Another told me, we've got to start helping out our pitching staff. I'm sure they feel like every run they give up right now is a huge deal, and it can't be that way if we want to be successful. Clearly, this is a group searching for answers, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. Fouled away. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category.
Number 51.
And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Stepping into the box, number 50. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Slow little grounder left side. Burton comes up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight. Up next from Miami, Brian Herman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there, strike 1.
Straight up, straight up, straight up.
Quo is there. 1 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Steve Hartman. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Steve Hartman.
On he pops it up. Number 21 over to his right, and that's the second out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 23 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Right on the inside, Black taken for a called strike.
That's up,
and he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Alonso is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Digging in and looking for more. Adam Miller. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. First offering on its way. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Herman ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Now batting, Domingo Santana. He was
Leading
a
up
strikeout
for the
victim in
Marlins,
his first try.
the left fielder.
Fouled off.
Domingo Santana.
0-1 pitch on its way. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's off to a flying start. The NL's leader in that department here in the month of May. Throw on to first takes care of him. Two very quick outs to start the home fifth. Coming to the plate now, Todd Deardorff.
The first baseman, number 6. Todd.
Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
Pulled toward right center field. Nimmo in pursuit. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 2-3 go. Digging in to try it again. Number 47. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. In now, number 51. Batting from the right side with the southpaw on the mound. No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the second time.
For the Marlins.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. Even if we had robot ump, he'll be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... Next up for New York, Adam Miller.
Number 44, Adam Miller.
He's set. Here it comes. Heading out toward shallow right. Right fielder has a beat on it. 2 gone. Ready once again, Brian Herman. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Number 21 is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Stepping up to the plate, Steve Hartman. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more is at the knees and called strike 3.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Fouled away. The next 0-2. In the air now, out to left. Under it is the left fielder, and the inning is over. 7 perfect innings as he begins to close in now. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Domingo Santana. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. Digging in once again, number 1. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
The first baseman, number 6.
Here's the first offering.
Todd.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitch stand either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
So close, but with one swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless. And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the next to hit will be the pitcher, Adam Miller. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. From the belt, kicks and deals. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Herman will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Standing in, number 51, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games.
Your attention, please.
This pitching staff
clearly
has him figured out.
Tomas Nido will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Nido.
Strike taken up in the zone. And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there.
Number 25.
See you later.
Coming to the plate now, Brian Herman. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Behind 0-2 now. Miami down to their last strike. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Mets will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. 8-0 the final today.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
And a welcome to Citi Field. Now at the plate, Bradley Zimmer. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for
Here
the
comes
Indians,
the first pitch.
the center fielder, number 4.
0-1 the count.
Bradley
These
Zimmer.
Mets, fellas, as they take the
First
field
pitch,
here today,
111.
4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, this is a tough place to come in and play. The home team's they played pretty well here. They got their fans excited about last night's W. Let's see if they can complete the sweep today.
You know, you always want to get greedy, D-Row, when you win the first game of a 2-game set, particularly when you're playing at home. And this team is a really good home team, so the odds are in their favor that they've got a good chance to pull off this sweep.
Now a moment here for the Indians' starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Yeah, Matty, every person that bought a ticket tonight came to see one thing, and that's the guy on the mound. But I'll tell you what, from an offensive standpoint, this is what you live for. Who's going to make the adjustments offensively to put quality at bats against this guy? Do they have to get him early? Can someone work themselves into a big count to drive a ball in the gap late? I am so fired up to see this offense take on this monster.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Dansby Swanson goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Batting third.
Here's Corey Seager.
The third baseman.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Digging in, Trey Mancini, as he's been in a pretty good stretch over the last 10 or so ball games.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And the guy who brought home gold last year resides at second base in this one today. The ability to pivot with anybody in the game, turn in double plays, hand over fist. The ability to have range both right and left and makes all the routine plays.
Santana stands just shy of 6 feet at 5'11" and bats from both sides of the plate. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
Now another 1-2. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Nimmo has a play. 2 down. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Gurriel.
Into the seats, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Down in order. The pitcher, Adam Miller, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. High in the air out to center field. Giving chase is Zimmer. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians.
In now is Yasiel Puig. 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third.
Yasiel Puig.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's holding down the top spot in the circuit here for the month of June. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Indians still in search of their first hit of the ball game. And he lays off for ball 1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Grounder down the line at third. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Go down 1. In now for Cleveland, Bradley Zimmer. First pitch on its way.
Bradley.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Here's the 0-2. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Another 0-2 home. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. And you see it right there on your screen. Strikeout number 200 for him on the year, as he has been very difficult to solve this season. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
Here's Corey Seager, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
And never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Next for the Mets, Adam Miller. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Adam Miller.
Now here's the pitch. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. 0-1, here it comes. Lifted into the air to shallow center. On the run is Zimmer. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Trey Mancini. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Hit hard to short. Rosario's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Here's Carlos Santana now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The first baseman, Carlos Santana.
No runs, no hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in a philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that...
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Standing in, Yasiel Puig. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In there for strike one. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Puig, commonly known around baseball as Wild Horse. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses, and a lot of strikeouts, and no walks either.
Number 38 is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
So it was a swinging strike three. Number 38 is sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. Now Orlando Estrada. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Number 26 is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Striding in for the Indians, Bradley Zimmer. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
One out now for the Indians in their 7th. And that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. The first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count. Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Stepping in now, Corey Seager. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. And he misses with it, 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
The 2-2. Is at the knees and called strike 3. Indians go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Stepping up now, Adam Miller. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Rosario's got it cleanly. And he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And next it'll be the switch-hitting first baseman, Carlos Santana. No balls and a strike to count.
2-2-2.
Right side of the infield. There's one. On to first, but good hustle as he's able to avoid the double play here. Now at the plate, number 13. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Santana, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here's another 0-2. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Now batting. The right fielder.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
Your attention,
now here
please.
comes the Mets skipper on his road. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, when you rack up a whole boatload of strikeouts.